Hi everybody and welcome back to episode number 10 of the weekly update series. We will do the same concept as always. I will go through the 3 questions, then I will be setting new goals for the next week and also do some reflection and some other stuff we will see. So the first question is, how are you feeling? Currently I'm feeling good. This week has been not massively productive. I have gotten done some stuff and completed some of my goals from the previous week. Could have gone better, but it also could have gone worse, obviously. I would say it has been good, but I haven't accomplished everything that I wanted. And question number 2 is, what is my top priority? So my top priority currently is, it's a bit unclear at the moment, I would say, because I have a couple of things that is going on. I have a test in like 1 week, so that is one of my top priorities. I want to study a bit more for that, and I obviously have Project Iron Habits ongoing, and that is my priority also. I feel like I've gotten it sorted out now a bit more with the system, so that it isn't taking up as much time as it did previously. So those 2 I would say is my top priorities currently. And the third and final question is, how is everything going? Same as always, going pretty slow. Not any big changes has happened. I have kept going with Project Iron Habits and posted, I think we are on to, this is day number 31. So not any big changes has happened with like my business or anything like that, just very slow. I'm getting a bit tired of it to not have any big progress, but what can you do except just keep working on it and have a positive mindset and try new things. Let's move on to my goals for this week. So my goals for this week is, I got them written down here. I just need to have a little check here. Same goal as the week before, to make like all the videos for Project Iron Habits in like 2 days. So I have 1 day where I will be sitting down and writing down all of the ideas, and another day where I will be recording all of it, or at least most of it, and then I will be editing one video every single day. Another goal this week is to get rid of brain fog, because that is something that I've experienced quite a lot recently, and it's very annoying. I see it as this way: you have like your best self, and that is up here, and it's when you are very disciplined, very productive, you have very clear thoughts, and you are very determined. But there's also this version of yourself which is very lazy and isn't clear what he wants. And when you have brain fog, you become more of this version of yourself, and that is obviously very bad, or at least not great. So I want to minimize the percentage that I'm down here and maximize the time that I'm up here, if that makes sense. How I'm going to do that? There are a couple of different things I'm going to do. Brain fog basically comes from a couple of things. I've done a bit of research, not too much. First of all, it's when you try to do a lot of things at once, because your brain then becomes very hard for it to focus on one thing at a time. So if you constantly distract yourself, then it leads to brain fog. If, for say, I'm working on a thing, or then all of a sudden I remember this thing that I needed to do, and then I do that, and then I go back to the thing that I was doing. That is basically not very good. So what I'm going to do is focus more on one thing at a time, and also trying to not get distracted as much, because that is obviously, then you're not doing one thing at a time, then you're your brain is having all of these different inputs, and it doesn't know really what to do. And where do you get the most inputs from? Yeah, it's probably screens. So I'm going to try to minimize the amount of time that I spend on screens. And my third and final goal is to not procrastinate. I've actually realized that I have been procrastinating a bit lately, and that is also a part of the brain fog thing, because I come up with all of these things that I need to do, and I write them down in a list, trying to get them done. But I always come up with new things that I need to do, that I remember that, oh, I have this thing that I need to do, and I have this thing, and then it all becomes a bit too much. And then what ends up happening is that I'm not really doing anything of it. What I'm going to try to do is to not procrastinate, and that can be very hard. So I have like a couple of strategies that I've come up with to basically help me. And the first thing is that things are not going to get easier if you don't do them straight away, because that is something that at least I think oftenly, is that I'm not going to do it now, I'm going to do it later when I feel like doing it, or because it's a better time later. But it's not really better later, it's often much better to do it just straight away. The second thing that I'm going to do is to, like, things that are very easy to do, like things that take under 2 minutes or under 5 minutes, just do them straight away when you think of them, because otherwise you write them down into this list and then it just stresses you out, because I need to do this thing, but in reality it's very easy to do. It doesn't take any more than like a couple of minutes, but still you become stressed of it, and you end up not doing it. This has been it for this week's episode, and as always, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next week. Take care and do the best things for you. I'll see you guys next week. Bye bye.